What is going on, guys? 2.0 here. In today's video we're going to be going through 10 features that I would like to see implemented in the Rise of Iron. So I wanted to keep this video to generally small features that could very well be implemented, and if you guys enjoy it we could do another video for some bigger features. So if you would be interested in seeing that, let me know down below in the comments of this video, and also if you have any ideas on things you would like to see implemented, go ahead and leave that in the comments as well. But let's get into the 10 features that I would love to see in the Rise of Iron. So the first one I have for today is an emote wheel. This would be a great addition to the game for both us the players and Bungie as well. It would allow us to use multiple custom emotes as opposed to just the one at a time that we have at the moment, and because of that, chances are we would almost certainly see an increase in the amount of emote sales. Thinking of how this concept could be done, a few ideas come to mind, but the most simple would be to allow us to bind a custom emote to each of the directional buttons on the controller. So right now the default emotes are up on the controller to wave, right is to dance, down is to sit down and then stand back up again, and finally the only mappable one currently is left, which defaults to point, but like I said, it's the only one currently mappable to any of the custom emotes. Well, how about letting us choose what emote we want for each of these buttons? So for example, I could choose up to be praise the light, right to be high five, down to be bow, and finally left to be the take and shiver. This alone would allow us to use up to 4 of the custom emotes, which is obviously much better than just the one. And like I said at the beginning of this feature, I'm sure many players would be more inclined to purchase more emotes, as right now a lot of people will only want to buy one, as they know they can only make use of one at a time. Well, what if we could use multiple emotes at once? People would feel much more inclined to purchase more of them. I really hope this is implemented soon. Hopefully we see it along with the Rise of Iron. The second feature I have though I would like to see is a much simpler one, but would improve your time efficiency at the tower by quite a lot. So that's the ability to dismantle items straight from the postmaster. Right now you can't do this. You need to pull the item out from the postmaster and then go and dismantle it. Now this sounds really stupid for me to say, but what about when your inventory is pretty much full and so is your postmaster? It's so frustrating going through each individual item, dismantling, going back to the postmaster, picking one more item up, dismantling it, doing that over and over again. It takes so long, and as someone who spends a lot of time in the Heroic Strike playlist, this happens more often than you might think. Now, you might be saying, well, just drop off some of your items that you have on you into your vault. Well, my vault's nearly full too, so we'll get to that in just a second. But I understand it's not a huge deal, but I don't see why we still don't have the ability to do this. Such a simple thing that would really improve the overall flow at the tower, and again, something I hope that we see implemented soon. Next up, as I said, we're going to get to the vault space shortly. Number 3 on my list is increase the vault space. It's always nice when they give us even more vault space, especially for those players who, like myself, have been playing the game for a really long time now and enjoy collecting all of the armor and weapons. I did see recently that they said they had no current plans to increase vault space anytime soon, but they could always change their mind on that front, and I, along with many others, really hope they do. Whilst we're on the topic of the vault, I would love to see a vault sorting option so we can easily locate that weapon or any item for that matter that we want to find. For example, we could sort the vault through rarity, so this would place all of your exotic items at the front of the vault, legendaries after that, then rares, and if you still have any uncommon or common items, these would be at the very end. You could also have the option to sort the vault alphabetically, so if I wanted to find my black spindle, for example, I could sort the vault alphabetically and look near the front of my vault for my black spindle, or if I wanted the Zalo supercell, I would look near the back of the vault. This would make finding the exact item you're looking for so much easier. A few other ways that would be nice to sort the vault would be most to least use items, or even most recently acquired would be a pretty cool one to do as well. Something else I would love to see in the Rise of Iron would be new spawn locations for Xur. We are getting a new social space, Felwinter Peak, so we are most likely going to see Xur visit us there from time to time, but I want there to be more locations for him to spawn in the current social spaces as well. Those of you who have been playing the game since early days of year 1 might remember the excitement of searching all over the tower for Xur on Friday mornings, as we had no idea where he could possibly be because we were yet to see all of his spawn locations. Well, now you just check the 6 possible places he can spawn at the tower, and if he's not there, he's in that one spot in the reef. I would love to have a throwback to the mornings of frantically sprinting everywhere, checking every possible corner that he could be hiding in, even if it's just for a couple of weeks or even months. I think that would be a really nice addition to the Rise of Iron. Staying on the topic of Xur, it would be cool if the vehicle upgrades he sold at quite a high price, by the way, would, actually do something useful, and by that I don't mean change the way they work entirely. I just wish you could use them on legendary sparrows as well. It seems so silly to sell these every single week at a higher cost than he sells the exotics for them to only be usable on blue sparrows. It's not exactly difficult to acquire a legendary sparrow. Early on in Destiny it was, but now they're everywhere. I don't remember the last time I saw someone on a sparrow that wasn't legendary. So I wish we could place these vehicle upgrades on legendary sparrows as well, just to get that cool light trail effect coming off the back of them. The next suggestion I have for a feature to be brought into the Rise of Iron would be to change the level indicator above other players to show their light level. Personally, I don't care that someone's level 40. Most people that you'll encounter on the game at this point will be. What I do care about more than the fact that you're level 40 is your light level. That's what I want to see above other players so that I don't need to go and inspect them. Again, it's another quick one, but I would much rather see a player's light level rather than the indicator telling me that they are level 40. The next one, let us lock our characters. The feature that allows us to lock weapons and armor is brilliant. I don't have to worry about accidentally dismantling my favorite items, but we still don't have the ability to lock our characters. Every time you load up the game, you will reach the character selection screen, and it doesn't actually take long to delete a character. In fact, it's actually quicker to delete an entire character along with all of its contents than it is to abandon one bounty. Now, I know they give you the prompt, are you sure you want to delete this character? But still, accidents can happen, and I think the time it takes to delete a character should be similar to the time it takes to dismantle the Moments of Triumph book, because, I mean, they really don't want you to get rid of that. It takes so long to dismantle it, but taking that even further, let us lock our characters. So much time and effort has gone into each of these, and I don't want a few seconds to completely erase all of that. It's a lot easier than you might think to accidentally dismantle something when using a scuff controller or anything of that sort. You place the controller down, the paddle on the back gets pressed in accidentally, and you might end up getting rid of something you really didn't want to. So let us lock our characters, and that kind of thing won't happen anymore. Getting near the end of this list now, at number 9, I would like a Grimoire kiosk. There is so much great backstory to Destiny, but for whatever reason, you can't access it in-game. You need to go online and find it elsewhere. Place a kiosk in the tower and have each Grimoire card with all its information accessible in-game, and then every time you unlock a new Grimoire card, you can head back to the tower and learn something new. As for the placement of this kiosk, maybe put it near the speaker. He doesn't get many visitors anymore. And then lastly, the final feature I have on my list is private matches. Now, I know this isn't exactly a small feature. That's most likely part of the reason why we are yet to have it in the game, but it really should have been there from the start in my opinion. I don't know many multiplayer games, especially online shooters, that don't offer private or custom matches. The community could do so much with this. Fun game modes with your friends, brilliant screenshots and cinematics, in-depth videos based on weapon statistics, not to mention what this could do for the competitive scene in Destiny as well. So tomorrow, as I make this video, there will be a Rise of Iron live stream with Game Informer based on the Crucible, and a lot of people are hoping and speculating that Bungie announced private or custom matches. Just to clarify, that's August 16th, so mark the date and hopefully we receive some very good news along with that. All the Game Informer interviews and articles so far have yet to disappoint, so hopefully the streak continues, as that would make a lot of people, including myself, even more excited for the Rise of Iron. But there we have it guys, there are 10 features that I would like to see come to Destiny with the Rise of Iron expansion. Like I said at the start of the video, if you have any ideas of your own, leave them down below in the comments and maybe we could put together another list of all of your ideas. But that is going to bring us to the end of this video guys, so if you did enjoy it, please leave a like, so it really does help the channel out. Follow me on Twitter, link will be in the description below. Subscribe if you're new around here as I upload daily Destiny videos, and as always, thanks for watching and I will see you guys on the next one.